Hi boys and girls, happy Wednesday. So what we have done this morning is if you could meet at the Zoom time, you met with Mrs. Weber, Miss Jakovac, and myself, and Miss Jakovac played you the book Pete's Big Lunch from Epic. So if you missed that this morning, no problem. We would like you to go onto Epic and read Pete's Big Lunch. And what Mrs. Weber and I are going to do right now is we're going to do a review of reading response, and we're going to make sure that we understand what to do on our paper. So we all read the book many, many times because we can read a book more than once, and we all came up with our own connections. So remember, when we do a story response, the question in our head is, what does this book remind me of? What does this book remind me of? I'm not retelling the story. I'm not explaining what happened in the story. I'm making a link of anything in the story that I can connect with. So I had many connections in that story because I love food. And I would have to say that the one time, which connection am I going to go with? I had a connection that I love going to Steveston and having ice cream. I had a connection that pickles are my most favorite thing to put on any kind of lunch. But my biggest connection would be the time that I was home alone and I felt like cooking spaghetti. And I made too much spaghetti. And I invited over 3 of my friends. One couldn't come because it was too short notice, but 2 of them came. Just like Pete's at the end, he had enough to give to his friends. I fed 2 of my friends spaghetti. So, Pete didn't make spaghetti in the story. I'm not in the story. I'm not drawing about what Pete did. I'm drawing about Miss Knaken's connection. So, my thinking paper I do my name and I try to just do a capital at the beginning. And Mrs. Weber and I, we know we always really like the date, and this is going to be April 29th. And remember, before I do my picture, the title goes down here, which is Pete's Big Lunch. Now, you can start it any way you want, but if you're having trouble getting started, a nice thing to do, remember what we usually did is this book reminds me of when I'm in a writing kind of mood. Oh, that was a little loud. When I made spaghetti for myself. Now, if I'm in kindergarten, my parents can write my thoughts out for me. If I'm in kindergarten, maybe I want to try a few of the words. If I'm in grade 1, maybe I need some help with my writing. Or if I'm in grade 1, maybe I want to write it all by myself. Remember, Miss Weber and I, we don't care if it's spelled wrong. We want you to try your best. I'm in a writing kind of mood, so I'm going to write more. You do as much as you can. I cooked too much, period. I invited friends over. One more sentence. They loved my meal. I could continue. I'm going to stop. This is the first week of doing this. Now, to my picture. Am I going to draw Pete's fridge? No. Am I going to draw Pete's friends coming over? No. I'm going to draw Miss Knaken lives in an apartment. 1, 2, 3. I live on the 2nd floor. So here's the inside of my apartment and my table. And there's Miss Knaken. And there's my friends coming down the hall. Remember, just 2 could come. And my street has some really pretty trees. And I live on a very busy road in Vancouver. So I would, of course, add details. I would make it big, bold, and beautiful. I might even want to label tree. Maybe my parents do this at the bottom, and I do some labeling. Road. I'm proud of myself. Friends. And okay, boys and girls, so remember, try to fill the paper, draw a picture of what the book reminds you of, do your connection, don't retell the story, please, and we hope this helps you. Miss Weber, am I forgetting anything?
No, you did an amazing job. Give yourself a pat on the back, boys and girls, and Miss Kanakin.
We can't wait to see how your first story response goes at school. And remember, boys and girls, this piece of paper was in your duotang that you hopefully were able to get on Friday. If you were not, contact your child's teacher and we will try our best to get one to you.